What is God's will? What is man's will? What is self-will? How do you know when you're trying to run the show? Is it when you're telling people what to do? Is it when you have expectations and they're not met and you get pissed off or frustrated or lose your peace of mind? It can be any one of these things or all of these things. When you are in perfect peace and ease, you're accepting God's will for your life today. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to like it. But if you trust God, whatever that means to you, then you know that everything is happening for you. And that brings me to another question. What kind of a God do you have? Oh, maybe you say, well, there's only one God. Maybe it's Allah, maybe it's Jehovah, maybe it's Buddha, whatever you believe in. But the choice is yours. The God you see is the God he will be. If you have a mean and punishing, angry and vengeful God, then that's what he will be in your life. It doesn't mean there are many gods, although there may be. I don't know. I really don't know. Some people believe the Bible is the infallible word of God. I love the Bible. I love the wisdom in the Bible. I also realize that the Bible was written by men and put together by men. And I know that men are fallible. All men are fallible. I know I am, and I don't know anybody who is infallible. That is a man or a woman for that matter. But your conception of God will determine how your life unfolds and how you accept adversities, challenges, defeats, victories. All these things will be determined by your conception of God. Or if you have no conception of God, it will still be determined by your conception of yourself. But there comes a time in life with all of us where we come to the end of ourselves. And sometimes people decide to check out and delete themselves because they have nothing else to fall back on. Let's say God is a myth. Let's say God is something we created. Let's say we just made it all up. Let's say it is a fable or a fairy tale. Some people believe that. But look at the benefit. Well, and you could also say the non-benefit. Look at the benefits it has, or the difference it has made in some people's lives. And like all things, with a knife or a gun, it can be used to save or to destroy. How many lives have been changed for the better and saved because of their belief, their faith in a God? And on the other hand, how many lives have been destroyed and the terrible things that have happened because of a belief in God? I choose to believe in a loving, caring God. That's just my choice. And you have your own choice to believe. If you join a certain religion, you may choose to adopt their beliefs about what God is. But you will still have your own belief. We all see God through our filters of life. What we have experienced life as, we will view everything through those filters. That's why two people reading one Bible is two people reading two different Bibles. And for that fact, 100 people reading the same Bible is 100 people reading 100 different Bibles, because everybody is going to have a somewhat different interpretation of it. That is, if you choose to think for yourself. The choice is always yours. I choose to believe in a loving, caring God today that wants the best for me. Am I wrong? Possibly. But it works much better than the angry, vengeful, jealous God with human attributes that's just sitting up there waiting for me to make a mistake so he can throw me into eternal hellfire. Am I saved? Saved from what? if Jesus taught salvation, he taught me how to have salvation from hunger, from anger, from lust, from gluttony, from self. And when I'm free from that, my life flows with the natural course of life, with the vibrations of the universe, if you like. When you act in love, which I believe is the greatest force in the universe, we'll say, in our universe, there are many universes, many things we don't understand, many things we don't know until we experience them. That's where wisdom comes in. It's one thing to have book knowledge, but when you combine that with life experience, then out of that comes wisdom. And what I learned as I age in life, I'll be 64 in a month or two, is the more I learn and the more I know, the more I realize I don't know. There's so much to know. I sometimes wish I was my teenager years again when I knew everything. That's a joke, of course, but I sure thought I did. I was never wrong until I turned 30 years old. Amazing, isn't it? No, I would never admit I was wrong. Now I realize many times I'm wrong when I think I'm 100% sure I'm right. So this is just my view on my relationship with God. You have to contemplate and decide what your relationship is with the God you believe in. Choose it wisely. Have a great day. Hit that like button, subscribe, come on back and join us. Take care.